what's up everyone? Simeon Krosky back with another video, and I just want to say thank you so much for the constant support. We've already hit 3,000 subscribers. I barely even had this channel that long. It seems like you'll really like this information that I'm putting out, just a simple information about boot camp related topics and stuff like that, and my early on Marine Corps career. And I really appreciate that you're enjoying the videos, and actually a lot of people have been messaging me, even including Marine Corps officers, NCOs, that have actually been encouraging me a lot about making these videos and about helping out other people that are just starting the Marine Corps career. So it's really awesome that I've been getting a lot of encouragement about it, and that you'll like these videos and you'll like the information I'm putting out. I'm gonna put a timestamp on the screen of when the actual video starts for my MEPS experience, but I just want to start this video out by explaining a few things about this channel and the future of this channel. But I'll put the timestamp here, and y'all can go ahead and skip to that if y'all want to. But anyways, for the future of this channel, and for a lot of y'all that are just here, I'm only a junior Marine. I'm a private first class, and I'm actually, if y'all follow me on Instagram or Snapchat, you'll actually know about a possible new promotion. But that's for most of my other updates on Instagram, Snapchat. You'll see mostly more things going on in my life and stuff like that. As far as workouts and all that, if you want to follow me on other platforms. But what I'm trying to get to is that if you're new to this channel, I'm a junior Marine, so there's a lot of things that, like the fleet, and if you want to ask about marriage and stuff in the Marine Corps, a lot of this stuff I can't answer because I haven't experienced it yet. So a lot of people are asking me questions about this stuff, but I just can't give you that correct answer, and I don't want to give y'all any false information. I just want to give y'all the 100% correct answer with anything y'all ask. So you're gonna have to ask your recruiter, and usually I refer people to recruiters instead, because if I can't give the exact answer, then I'm just gonna refer you to a recruiter, because I don't want you to have that false information. And also, my channel is based mostly on MEPS experiences, delayed entry program, boot camp, MCT, early MOS school, because me as a junior Marine, that's really the only topics I can talk about that I'm familiar with, I know about, and later on in my career, I'll be able to teach you or show you a little bit more. But for now, that's the only thing I'm going to be talking about, because I don't want to give out any false information or just be misleading in any way possible. So yeah, thank y'all very much for supporting the channel, and I'm really glad that a lot of y'all find this information informative for y'all that are leaving out to boot camp and stuff like that, and I really appreciate it. And I'm gonna go ahead and start hopping into the video. So let's go ahead and get it started. So yeah, this video I'm gonna be going over my MEPS experience, how it went, and how I got disqualified from the military. Yes, I know the title you thought was misleading or clickbait, which it is a little misleading in that way, that I'm not officially disqualified in the military, but I was disqualified when I started my process and at the military entrance processing station when I was trying to join the Marine Corps. So if y'all don't know what MEPS is, military entrance processing station, this is where everyone's gonna have to go in order to enlist in any military branch. Every single military branch, Marine Corps, Coast Guard, Army, Navy, Air Force. So if you're trying to get into the Marine Corps delayed entry program, you're gonna have, your recruiter is gonna send you over to MEPS, and you're gonna have to be checked out academically. You're gonna have to take your Asvab testing, and you're gonna have to be checked physically in order to be eligible for the Marine Corps. So my experience, I don't want y'all to get discouraged by this video. I want y'all to actually get encouraged by this video, because my situation was pretty bad, but still I was able to join the Marine Corps. And my recruiters were awesome with it. They were able to, they were patient with me. They knew I wanted to join really bad, so they were really patient with me. And it was over a really long period of time that I was trying to get in, but a lot of things were making it difficult. So I'll just explain that throughout the video. So quickly, try to go through MEPS and what you're actually going to experience. When you first go to MEPS, most likely you're going to be sent to a hotel the night before. And you're gonna stay at a nice hotel, all paid for by the military, and you're gonna take a bus in the next morning and go to the military entrance processing station, wherever it is in your city. Now in my case, it was Dallas MEPS in North Texas. That's where I'm from, and I went to MEPS 3 times, but none of the times I actually went to a hotel. But most likely in your situation, you will be going to a hotel, and that's definitely how it will probably be in your situation. So you're gonna go to MEPS, and you're gonna, once they drop you off, it's gonna be really early in the morning, probably around 5:30, and MEPS usually opens around 6 o'clock. So 6 o'clock, you're just gonna wait outside for about 30 minutes. They're gonna make sure you have your ID. They're gonna make sure no one has any knives, any dangerous items on them, and they ask you to all clear it before you enter the government building. And you're gonna go in with your ID, make sure you have your ID and your social security card. They're gonna check you, and you're gonna go ahead and start the process immediately. They're gonna give you a folder that's gonna have all the information needed to complete the process, the MEPS process. This is gonna mostly take all day long, well, at least until like 2 p.m. in the afternoon, depending on how much trouble you have. So some people finish all in the first day, swear in immediately, but other than that, some people are unlucky or just have an issue, and they have to come back to swear in and complete their further process. So after you do that, a lot of people think it's very intimidating at MEPS. Like, people yell at you. There's NCOs, there's officers there, but they're not really intimidating. Like, they're not trying to intimidate you. People get scared or nervous about it, but there's really nothing to be nervous about at MEPS. It's really just laid back, chill, and there's gonna be a lot more waiting and a lot worse stuff in boot camp than at MEPS. So really just stay chilled back, just laid back, and don't worry about it. Just stay calm. Nothing's gonna happen to you. All you can do is just do the testing. You're gonna go in there. Probably the first thing you're gonna do is you're gonna take the Asvab, which is a written exam. Well, it's not actually written, it's on a computer. It's a couple hour long test, depending on how long you take. And after you take the Asvab, they're probably gonna send you over to medical. And that's what they did with me. I originally took my Asvab at the recruiting office. It's called the PICAT. You can take as long as you want to take it. And I scored a 93 on the PICAT, which qualified me for every job in the Marine Corps. But when I got to MEPS, they had me, you're supposed to take a verification test, which is like a certain amount of, like, only 30 questions based off the test you just took, so they know you didn't cheat. But when I got there, they said the systems were down and I had to retake it completely. So I retook my test. I rushed it way too much, a lot more than I should have, and I ended up getting a 78, which still qualified me for pretty much every job in the Marine Corps. And so it really wasn't that bad, but I got a lower grade than I did before, so that was a little disappointing. But after that, you're gonna go to medical. They're gonna be checking, you're gonna do an ear test. So they're gonna have, like, you're gonna be holding this handle. You're gonna be in this room with some of the other guys. You're gonna have headphones on, and you're gonna be hearing these beeps, and it's different types of frequency, and you have to click every time you hear the beep. And then you're gonna get your results on if you pass the hearing test. They're gonna check your ears, like how clean they are and stuff like that. They're gonna check everything about your body, how clean it is. They even check your butt and all that type of stuff. It's a little awkward. The doctors check everything just to make sure you're physically capable to join the military and you don't have any disformities or anything wrong with you. They're gonna check your feet. They're gonna check. They didn't check my teeth. That was one thing they didn't check. I have very bad eyesight, so they just wrote down I brought my prescription and they wrote it down on a piece of paper. They didn't even check my eyes. And then also they're gonna make you do the duck walk. If you don't know what that is, look it up, start practicing. Some people can't do the duck walk. They're gonna have you do a lot of things, like, can you just touch each finger on your hand, like just basic stuff, a lot of just simple movements. They're gonna check your breathing, your blood pressure, all that stuff. So you're gonna go throughout the day doing all those. They're gonna be checking all those. I know it can be stressful, but don't panic. It's really not that bad. And then also, I mean, they feed you there. They have like these sandwiches with like chips and stuff, and they have drinks, and they have this little hangout area where you can play Xbox when you're waiting. You can play Xbox, you can play Call of Duty. They have snacks, they have like Snicker bars and stuff like that. It's really not that bad. Don't be freaked out about it. MEPS isn't that bad. But let me then go on into how mine was bad, my experience was bad. So I went there, got everything done, but it came to my vision. And my recruiter did tell me this before, that my vision might be out of the range of qualification for the Marine Corps. So after I was done with all my MEPS processing that day, the doctor did tell me, he said, your vision is out of the range of the Marine Corps and you're gonna be disqualified. And I asked him, like, is there any way I can still join? And he said, yes, you can still, there still is a possibility of you joining. You just have to get a waiver. And what a waiver is, you have to turn this, they'll have this for a lot of different things. Your recruiter will be able to get a waiver for you if you do not qualify, and it will be have to send up to a higher command to be accepted for you to join the military. So they had to turn in my waiver for my eyesight, and then MEPS requested that I came back and went to an actual eye doctor in Dallas with them, with some other guys that also got disqualified for the same thing at MEPS, and they would check my eyesight again and see if I was eligible. So I went with them. The next time I went to MEPS, that's all I did. Took a shuttle into Dallas to get this eye exam, and they checked my eyes and all that. And then I came back and they looked at the paperwork and they said, no, you're still not eligible to join. So once they got that, and so that was the second time I went there. I spent there all day long. And then the next time I went, well, there was actually a gap in between. They're like, oh, we need you. They sent it up into higher command, and they're like, no, we need you to get your pupils dilated because we think that you might have actual damage behind your eyes, actual damage on your of your eyes that might prevent you from joining. And then I went, I got that checked from a doctor in my city, had no damage or whatsoever, and then they sent it up to higher command, got cleared, went through, and then they finally said I was eligible to join. And then I went for my third time to finally swear in. So I just want you all to be encouraged by this, not discouraged, is that if you think there's no possible way you can join, there's certain ways. Like sometimes you can get waivers for certain reasons, and just talk to your recruiter. They'll help you out. They'll try to get your waivers. And Marine Corps recruiters are really, honestly, the best that will work with you in those situations. They want you to join. They'll try to help you. I mean, my recruiter always, when people came in and had certain problems, they tried to help them with their situation and try to get them to join, because they wanted them to join the Marine Corps and they wanted to help them out and do what's best for them. So, yeah, mine was over like a course period of like 4 or 5 months. It took a while for me to swear in, and it took a while for me to join the military. Like I just turned 20 years old. I waited a little bit before I joined, and I took a little while with my process of officially joining. So yeah, that's basically all I have for the video. I'm gonna, as I said earlier on the video, I'm gonna try to make another video when I get to Eglin Air Force Base with my friend, and it might be another week after until I get that video out. But I'm gonna try to be pumping out more content now that I'm gonna be settled in at my next school and starting up another school. But thank y'all for the support. I really appreciate it. And just keep watching the videos if you haven't seen the ones previous videos. I hope you find all that information informative. And if y'all have any ideas or any advice for me, if there's any Marines, there's been a lot of Marine veterans, NCOs, and officers been giving me advice in the comment section and messaging me on like my Instagram and Snapchat. If y'all have any advice, just go ahead and comment it or message me directly, and I greatly appreciate it. I think it's awesome that you are showing support. And even some criticism that I've had, I do actually appreciate y'all just giving me advice about certain things I shouldn't do, and further in my Marine Corps career. So I really appreciate that. I respect all y'all's opinions, and to all the poolies out there, just if y'all want any information about boot camp, any of those type of topics, delayed entry program, MCT, all that type of stuff, just let me know what other videos you want me to make. So yeah, thank y'all so much, and I'll see y'all next time. Thank you for watching the video.